BetOnline is your number one source for the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup Finals this season. Every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slots games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. Use promo code BLEE for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online. The game starts here.
What's up, Tiger fans? Welcome to another episode of Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. I am the Corey C. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you do not miss a single upcoming episode. You can find us on the Apple Podcast app. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube. Just Google Talk with the 1400 Club. So be sure to follow the show and tell every Tiger that you know. And remember, when you support Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, it all helps the cause, which is the I Love Jackson State University. And I'm joined today by a special guest. He is a transfer wideout from the SIP, local commit, most recently Mississippi Gulf Coast, but we'll let him tell the rest of his story. None other than Jay Dupree. Welcome back to Tiger Talk with 1400 Club.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
All right, all right. I said welcome back because technically you've been on the show before, but you haven't been on the show at the same time. So we sat down with you, man. Obviously, you remember when you came for your official visit. We sat down with you, had a great interview. We were really excited about it to introduce you to the fans. This was before you committed, but the audio, it was a bad audio file for some reason, and we could not save it. We could not retrieve it, and we were unable to put that out. So we were hurt by that, but we've been dying to get you back on the show. So we're glad to get you here this time in a different capacity because you're official now. You're a Tiger, right?
Oh yes, sir.
Absolutely. At that point, you were thinking about it, maybe leaning towards it. We had our
I
fingers
had
crossed,
I
but
had I had committed on the day we had the interview, or the next
oh,
day.
okay, okay,
It
okay. The
was the
next day, the
next
next
day
day.
I
Yep.
had committed. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So we were going to bring you back anyway, but it's perfect timing now. We want to get into it. But first of all, since we didn't get a chance to put that first interview out, we call you Jay. Obviously, that's what a lot of people call you. But let's hear that government name. We want to know that too. We want to know how to pronounce your government name, just in case.
Janalen. Janalen. A lot of people have trouble saying that, so I just
What's that first
like
name?
people to call me Jay,
Finale.
because
Okay.
that's easier. I mean, because like most
Okay.
people
Most
that
people call
know
you
me,
Jay.
most people that
Yeah,
know me can
absolutely.
say my real name, but most people know me say my real name. Then most
Okay.
people like that don't know me call me by Jay, like then what they know me by. So
Okay. Makes sense.
yeah,
Makes sense. All right. Yeah, I think most Tiger fans are gonna keep it simple. They're gonna call you Jay.
yeah.
All right, man. So, like we said, man, first time on, you were visiting. We were hopeful to get you, and of course, we did. But we want to hear what has happened since we first spoke. Obviously, you committed, and just talk about the time since then, leading up to where we are now.
I mean, I've been when I had came my official visit. I ain't come to I just came like May the 28th or
Hmm.
something like that. But like when I had left Gulf Coast and stuff, I was at home working out every day and all that to leading up to this point. And ever since like I came to Jack State, we've been working out, working hard. Like I feel like this team right here gonna win the SWAC, the whole SWAC. Like I feel like we gotta connect already. We ain't even been here long, and like we already connected. So we all been working hard and all that. So I got a feeling like yeah, like this the team.
So we're just gonna go right there, huh? We're gonna dive right in. I usually like to build up to it, but here we go. Let's let's talk about it, man. Let's go, man. Forget what I had to say. Forget what I had to ask. Tell me about this team, man. For you to come in, been here for how long have you been in town? Have you been on campus?
I'm like a month.
So in a month, you're already, and I know you're not just talking, like you have to feel something or see something to say that. So
Yeah.
in a month, what have you seen to make you say, man, this is the squad. We can take it. We will take it because that's some confidence.
Cause like everybody like in the receiver room locked in. I see like the linebackers locked in, the D line, like linebackers, like every position like locked in. Like it ain't no playing around. Everybody jogging to where they supposed to be, no walking around, and everybody just excited to be there. So I'm like, Yeah, like it's everybody ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Because you know
Mhm.
you got some team just like everybody just one day ain't consistent what they working for. You know, so like everybody here is like ready, like working hard every day. So I mean, you got to put grind, sweat, and tears in if you want to do good and play good on the highest level. You know.
Mhm. Talk about that position group. The first thing you said was the wide receiver room, and you talked about the linebackers and other ones, but obviously you're in that wide receiver room. So I know, and we'll talk about your recruitment, but I know you were looking at some FBS schools and they were interested in you, but you signed with the FCS school, obviously, Jackson State. But lo and behold, you're in an FBS wide receiver room from a talent standpoint, right? So the same
Yeah,
type
bro.
of guys that you'd be standing next to if you had gone to whatever FBS school, you're right there with those same type of that same type of talent. So talk about that room because it's deep and it's loaded.
I mean, we got a lot of like good speed, good. We got tall guys with speed. Like everybody quick on the team. Everybody got hands, and like in the receiver room, like everybody like smart. So like they know the game. So it's like, but coach put it like Coach Marshall. He put game on us to do this, do that. Like Coach Marshall, he wasn't there like when they were recruiting me, but
Right.
like he
Yep.
he here now. But like I like him like the way he coached, like he give us little details just to fix the little things. Like the little things always get us better. Like every day, like we go through the little things, and he just like talk to us. But when we going through plays and stuff, he don't make it hard on us. Like he break it down like so we can all like get it and don't have to just think about anything. Like he a great coach. But like
Mhm.
what I was saying in the receiver room, like we got all great players, all kind of players. So you don't know what you'll get out of all this, like but we all go score touchdowns and catch the ball, and what receivers do.
Yeah. You talked about just the different types of receivers. We got some size, we got speed, we got different heights. So I know you're listed as a wide receiver, but to me, you're an athlete, and I would imagine you played all over the field, at least back in high school or dating back to your younger days. I'm assuming, why, of course, wide receiver, maybe some running back, DB, return man. If not, I know you could have played it. So what all did you play growing up, and how'd you settle in at wide receiver?
Well, when I was in little league, my Papa Mark Dupree, so everybody, oh, you fast, you got to play running back. And when I was in little league, I was playing running back and free safety. So if somebody
Okay.
break it free safety, I can go run them down and get them.
Hmm.
And then as I got older, like to like middle school, I started playing like receiver, and then it started getting fun, and like nobody really know I played baseball. I was really good at
Okay.
baseball if I even
Okay.
played football. So like
Okay.
I had fell in love with the football sport and just started like locking in on football and all that. So then when I had got to like ninth grade, I wasn't really like into football, like kind of I wasn't in love with it. And then like my 10th grade, like my ninth grade going to my 10th grade, the summertime, I was like locked in. Like I was working out hard every day with my quarterback and a couple of my friends that play receiver with me, and we was just working out every day consistently. And then I had my breakout year, my 10th grade. And then
Hmm.
I just started falling in love with football. Ever since then, it just been history.
When did you stop playing baseball?
I stopped playing baseball in ninth grade.
Ninth grade. Okay. And then you focused on
So
football. So.
I had went to two high schools. So the first high school I went to Philadelphia High School. Then the
Yep.
second, my senior year, I went to Neshoba. So
Hmm.
then when I got to Neshoba, the baseball coach knew I was good at baseball, and he was like scouts and college coaches calling about you and asking did you
Hmm.
go play baseball this year. And
Hmm.
like it was summertime too, and we was in the weight room working out. We had got done, so baseball was coming in to work out. So I had got grabbed my stuff, and he just came in and walked up to me. I said, "What's up, coach?" He was like, "Man, you gonna play baseball this year? Cause college coaches and all these people calling about you."
Wow.
I had looked at him. I thought about it. I was like, "Nah, I'm just lock in on football."
Really?
That's yeah. So I just kept playing football. I could have played baseball, but I had to love football then. Like I still do. So
Right.
it ain't no
Wow.
change.
That's interesting, man. I mean, I can imagine playing two sports, but a lot of people would have continued playing both. So you just knew. I mean, it was no question. It was not a tough decision to just let baseball go completely.
Right. I mean, I've been playing baseball since I was like probably 4 or 5 years old, and so I just got like burnt out on it. But like I don't know, like football just different because it's like a different atmosphere
Gotcha.
around like with the games, a lot of people cheering this and that. Baseball is quiet, ain't really people ain't hollering until like you hit a home run
Yeah.
or something like that. Like
Yeah.
football just a different type of game, like that
Yeah.
everybody can't play, you know.
Right. Yeah. Especially in the vet. You talk about the crowd, and I don't know if you've been to a game, but the vet is something special, man, in the stadium. So
Yeah,
when that thing is right.
yeah, I've been like to two games, I think.
Okay.
And it was
So
live too.
you already
Yeah.
know. You already know. So I want to go back to your coach, Coach Marshall. You mentioned in the beginning when you were being recruited, he was not the wide receiver coach. So at some point, there was a move made there, a transition, a change. He comes in. So I can imagine that you probably had some sort of relationship with the previous wide receiver coach and to bring someone in. How did you feel about that? And how did he make you feel like your decision was still a great decision once you actually met him?
When I had at first, and when he was like talking, I was like, he might not be. And then like as we start like getting into the weeks and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, he know what he talking about. Like he done coached great receivers and all. He get into details what he talking about. Then like he run it for you and show you like what to
Really?
do. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some receiver coach telling you do this and that, but you got him. He like running it because he done
Wow.
played the NFL. He done been to the NFL and played, so he like know what the NFL want. He done played on the college level, and so he know like what position we in. So he just like run. Every drill we do, he do it. Like somebody messed up, he'll go correct him. Like he wanted this way. You know what I'm saying? He in shape, so he
Mhm.
feel like
Yeah.
he's still our age again.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, man. So let's take it back. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back to this recruitment. Can you remember when Jackson State first got into the picture, how they got into the picture, stuff like that?
I think it was about my second or third game at JUCO or something like that.
Mhm.
Cause I was like first week, I think I had went for like 4 catches. I think 4 or 6 catches for like 164 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Big
So
play wide out. We like it. Okay,
so
keep going.
then like second game, they was like kind of double teaming me a little bit,
Yeah.
boxing me up, and then
Mhm.
third game we played like East Mississippi, and Jackson State coach was there. It was like the DN coach and the receiver coach that had left. He was there too. And so then I had went for like 3 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns on them. And you know how East Mississippi JUCO, they run
Yeah,
JUCO. So like
absolutely. Yeah.
most people ain't go just do that on them. So I had like the next game, I think it was a away game, and I had got the tick. I think Coach O had texted me. Yeah, Coach O had texted me like, man, he was just excited. Like he called me, he was like this and that. Like ain't no way we missing out on you. And he said we want you, we want you. And I mean, he was in the office with all the coaches, and he was
Okay.
just talking to me. And I had talked to Coach TC too, and so it was just they wanted me. And then when I came on my official visit, it was like I felt something. I done been on other visits like Central Michigan and stuff like that. So when I came on this visit, it was like a different type of feeling I had. Like I was in my mind, I was like, I ain't gonna commit yet. So then I was talking to my papa. We was just walking. We was finna leave from the official visit, and I was like, cause we had a little talk. I had a talk with Coach Owen and Coach TC before we was finna leave. So I was saying in my head, I told Papa, I was like, I think I want to commit. He said, man, let's walk back in there then. I had told them they was excited, so I was like, oh yeah, this the place to be. And then
Wow.
you could tell by Coach TC and Coach O, like they like if they want you, like it just you can feel it, like the way they talking, like it ain't no lie, no nothing going on. So it's like you feel where they coming from,
Mhm.
and they telling you everything, and like it's coming true, like or it's gonna come true. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no make believe
Yeah.
stuff that they telling you.
Wow. So you were leaving the visit. You had walked out, left the building, time to go home, talk to your granddad right there in the parking lot, and you went back in and said, I'm committed.
Yes, sir.
Just like that. Wow. It's awesome. So, I mean, was it something in particular, or is just the feeling that you can't really pinpoint that made you say, I'm going back in there, I want to commit? It's just the overall everything.
It was just like when I see me, like my mind, like if I got a feeling about something, like I'm gonna do it. It ain't no second guessing, no nothing. So like I know it was like a big decision for me. So like when I just it was just when I walked out the room, I just felt some of my
Hmm.
heart and just told me just come to Jackson State. So it was like
Wow.
when I felt that I instantly told my papa like, Papa, I think I want to commit. He said, "Come on, let's walk back in there and tell him."
That walk back in.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Did you have any other visits planned after that, or was that the last one?
There was I had some more visits, but I canceled them, and I'm just stuck to Jackson State. It wasn't no changing.
And you had some pretty notable offers, man. Some nice schools after you. I think you mentioned Central Michigan, but talk about some of the schools that were after you. Not just coming out of JUCO, but dating back to high school. What were some of the schools coming after you?
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss, Jacksonville State. Can't really think. Army, Navy.
So many you
It was
can't
some
remember. So
more.
it's like that. We got you. We got you.
I
Good
had I
stuff, man.
had
So,
about 15. I can't
15.
remember all of them. It just some of them I
Yeah.
can.
There you go. So we got us a good one, fans. If y'all get it, y'all see it. We got a good one. So many he can't even remember. Some big schools, big time schools. But one thing about Jackson State is you'll get to play close to home. So just to go back to that. I know you mentioned your high schools, but just tell the fans again where you're from, what town, and the high schools and things like that.
I'm from Philadelphia, Mississippi. I went to Neshoba Central High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dupree, that last name, coupled with that hometown of Philadelphia, I know that sounds very familiar to Mississippi football fans. So you mentioned it earlier, but it was real fast. I don't know if they caught it. And then you keep on saying my papa. So go ahead and confirm what a lot of people are probably wondering right now. Why is that last name so familiar?
My grandpa, he a legend. He a legend in Mississippi. And he
What's
like
his name? Tell him.
he marked his like like his name, the last name, and so like his grandkids carry his last name, and like we got to be bigger than better than him, like as he say.
Man, man.
But that's
Big
gonna be
shoes.
hard to do. But try to get there.
All right. And tell them who that is in case they still haven't figured it out.
So Marcus
Tell them
Dupree,
who that is in case they still haven't figured out who you're talking about.
the greatest that never
Marcus Dupree,
was.
the one and only. That's right, Marcus Dupree. We're talking about a legend, man. Right, man. That's football royalty, man. At what point did you realize he wasn't just your granddad? He's a big deal. When did it hit you?
When I think it was when I was little, like I always been like around him a long time. So like he got the 30 for 30 and all that. The greatest never was. Like every time I'm around him, I always wanted to watch it. And he probably got tired
Okay.
of me asking, Papa, let me watch it. Let me watch 30 for 30. Let me watch your 30 for 30. He probably got tired of me, but like he always let me watch it. So
Hmm.
every time I watch it, I was like, ain't no way he was this man. He was the person I
Yeah.
be around. This person,
Okay.
like.
Gotcha. Didn't you make an appearance on that episode?
Yeah, yeah, I did. When I said, Papa, you sign me up, Papa, who
Hmm.
broke your leg? Yeah, everybody
That
always
was
make
you.
fun of me there. Yeah,
That
as a little
was
kid.
you.
But I ain't even know the camera was out there because
Oh,
as a
okay. You
kid, I
didn't.
wasn't even
Yeah.
paying attention.
So that
Cause
was
it's
just
like
natural.
we,
Yeah.
we was at a big rival game, the show versus Philly. So like this the biggest game in the state probably at that time. So like this, a lot of people it'd be wild. It'd be like fence to fence, like people at this fence, people all the way down at the bottom. Like it's so many people here. So like I want nobody paying attention. It's so many cameras on nobody. I wasn't paying attention because I was young. I ain't know what was going on.
Hmm. Yep. So man, I know that's a lot of knowledge to pull from. So how has he helped you along your football journey? And what's a piece of advice that you always remember that he gave you?
Yeah, he always tell me to just grind, keep my head down, and keep doing what I'm doing. Don't let nobody distract me, and just keep going and hang with the right people, and don't let nobody distract you or where you want to go and all that. And don't get in trouble and keep my head on straight.
And you talked about when you left out of the building at Jackson State on that visit, when you told him how you were feeling, he said, let's go back in, let's do it, let's commit." So how involved was he overall with your recruitment? Was he very vocal, or was he mainly just in the background and there when you had questions or needed some advice?
He was just there, like he never like controlling none of my recruiting. Like whatever I'm with, he with. Like he ain't never,
Okay.
I'll go here cause this. Like nah, he ain't that type. He just tell me like give me advice if I got a question about this. Like cause he know people that know people. So like if I ask him something, he'll ask somebody. If he don't know, he'll ask somebody else that know. So like
Hmm.
I'm good on that end. But he ain't never like control like my recruiting. Like he just always told me to look at the coaches and the
Yep.
players, talk to the players and ask them how it is and all that. Like he ain't never like just say, "Oh, go to this place," cause nah, he ain't that type of person. He just always with whatever I was with.
Yeah. And he sat down with us on your official interview. We actually interviewed him too. And again, man, I hate that that audio file was bad because he mentioned some of the things that you're saying now, and no nobody will ever get to see it. But just let him know we want him back on the show, and then that you officially ask him if he'll come back on the show with us. Okay.
Yeah, I call him. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him and ask him.
All right.
He
Appreciate it.
gonna say
Appreciate it.
yeah though. He gonna say yeah.
Okay.
He gonna say yeah.
That's a deal. That's a deal. That's a deal. Now, one reason that we want him back on the show is we want to talk about, believe it or not, we want to talk about his recruitment way back in the day. It was actually revealed a couple years ago, right here on Tiger Talk, that he actually visited Jackson State. He
For
loved
real.
Jackson State. Yeah. And we thought we were going to get him. We thought we had a real chance to get him.
And one great story was we were recruiting Marcus Dupree. And I remember Marcus Dupree getting on the bus in the parking lot stadium for a home ball game from TB Ellis. And Marcus says, "Coach Gordon, can I get one of those red Tams?" Because every time they showed highlights or they showed the guys on the sideline, those guys would have, especially those running backs, they wore those red Tams. And it accented the uniform on the sideline. It looked so good. And he wanted one. He said, "Man, I got one for you right here." And I think if it wasn't for some of the resources that some of those that Oklahoma and Southern Mississippi and some of the Power Five schools had at the time, uh, and some of the offers that were given to him, we would have had Marcus on 1400 Lynch Street because he was in love with Jackson State and used to call all the time.
Yeah, man. So that's a piece of history. I know you didn't know that, but we want to ask him about that. We want to ask him about it.
That's crazy. I gotta talk to him about that. He didn't tell me that part. He
Right,
didn't
right.
tell me. I'm gonna talk to him about that.
All right, no doubt, man, no doubt. All right, but back to the man of the hour, Jay Dupree. You already enrolled. How things going so far on campus?
Oh, it's been going good. Everything been going smooth. Like my day go by smooth every day. It don't be nothing going on really. Like my day be going by so smooth. Like I be happy every day. I don't be mad. I don't be nothing. My day just be going. Like and it go by fast. And next thing you know, you back in football the next morning. You be like, dang.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's a good vibe down here though. Like all the how everybody be talking like this and that, but I think it's good to me. I don't know what everybody else's opinion is. Like,
Mm, yeah. And talk about the summer workout so far. Just being able to work out at the facilities and getting to know your new teammates and things like that.
I mean, like the workouts and stuff, like they get you prepared for the games, the season, and like it be like on scheduled time. So like we be in the meetings in the morning time, and then after meetings we go straight outside. And we go over the plays or whatever we do, and then we go work out. We go to the lift weights, and then we go back outside and run. And then the day be over. With. So that's an everyday thing.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about Coach Marshall. I want to talk about Coach TC, the head man, TC Taylor, record-setting wide receiver at Jackson State back in the day. He had 84 catches in one season. That's a single season record, and he went on to play professionally. So, what do you like about him?
Uncle TC, he by his business. Like I could tell, like he ain't joking about this football. Like he take this very seriously. Like he trying to win, just like everybody else trying to win. He trying to win too. So like as you have, if you have a coaching staff that want to win, it's gonna be the goal for this season. So we all go win. Everybody go win together.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So talk about your strengths and weaknesses. What's that strength right now? The thing that you can hang your hat on, right? You know you're good at it. Of course, you're going to get better at it, but that thing that sets you apart. And then what's that weakness? That one thing that you want to place the most emphasis on in terms of improving.
Well, my strength is I can blow past everybody and like run past anybody I want to, catch the ball and through traffic and get and just blow past it, break tackles, all that. And my weakness is like most people like stronger than me and can, what I'm saying, get their hands on me, like, but I just got to get strong in the weight room and all that. But I know that's gonna come though. Like it's just summer over
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be stronger than I was like last summer. So like,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna be stronger this season so
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
last season. So I'm gonna be
Yeah, man.
good.
If you talk about weakness, that's something that you can easily fix right there. Obviously, being on a
Yeah,
college campus in the college strength and conditioning program, especially with a guy like Coach B. I'm pretty sure you've discussed that with him, those goals and get stronger. So
yeah.
is
I
he is
had
he helping you get there?
yeah, I had told him I'm trying to get like 175 for this season. He said, "Oh yeah, just stay tuned. I promise you gonna get there." I said, "Oh yes, sir. I like that."
What's that current height and weight?
5'8", 165.
Okay, 5'8", 165. And you talk about that speed. I mean, when you told us those stats from JUCO, 3 catches, one something, 3 TDs, 4 catches, 164, we know you must have some speed, some breakaway speed, some game-changing speed. So have you had the chance to run the 40 recently? You know what that time is?
Now I haven't ran the 40 since like last spring. I ran like
Okay.
a 4.34, something like that. They clocked me
What?
at.
Like that? Okay. Okay. So, man, that's what's up, man. We have a pro day at Jackson State annually. So how many years you got availability to?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Two.
so you got a couple years to shave off a little more time, man. You get down to that 4.3 and man, sub 4.3. I mean, man, we talking. Now we talking. So you got the fans. I know they can't wait to see you electrify the vet, man. Imagine 40, 50, 60,000 people going crazy with that breakaway speed. You're gonna have that thing rocking. So I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. So what are you looking forward to the most as a student and on the football field?
I just wanna on the football field. I just wanna be better than I was last year. Like, you know. And then in the school, I just wanna graduate, get my degree, and I mean, it's really about it.
What would that degree be in?
Business administrations.
Business administration. Okay. And what would you like to do after football?
I want to own my own business, like training other
Okay.
players. Like I want to
Yep.
stick into like football, like really any sport, train any sport. I just want to get
Gotcha.
my own like my own building and like train players and
Okay.
for every for every sport, baseball, basketball, football, baseball. It don't even matter what sport you play. You just want to train
There you go.
and stay in the game.
Dupree knows sports training. Dupree knows sports training. That's it. I can see it. All right, man. We'll let you get out of here, man. But you got to talk to us about that fan support. I know that they're showing you love, especially after this airs. But even prior to that, when you committed, I'm pretty sure they found a way to find you on social media and let you know how happy they were. So, what was that? What has that support been like? And what do you want to say to the fans who are watching?
I want to say to the fans, man, y'all got to come to the game to support, man. I'm gonna be wearing number 2. Y'all just
Okay.
come, y'all see me out there. Just come
There you go.
support. Don't be scoring touchdowns and making the crowd go crazy. So, yeah.
Man, big shoes to fill. First of all, just because you're your grandfather, right? But man, when you put on that number 2, it's certain numbers like number 1, number 2. When you put that number on, you got to come with it. So for the coach to, I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted that number 2. So for them to grant you that number, they must see something in you. So I know you're gonna represent.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, all right. And then last but not least, let us know your social media. We see the pre knows. Is that on both Instagram and Twitter, or which is that?
On my Instagram, Dupree knows. My Twitter is at Janalen Dupree.
Okay. All right, so fans, make sure you give him a follow if you aren't following already. And we can't wait to see you electrify the vet. So put in that work this summer, and we'll catch you in the fall. Lighten it up.
Yes, sir.
Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club is presented by Bet Online.